Today we're going to make a simple earthenware Valentine. All I do is I take a lump of clay, and I actually started to work this long and narrow. I start with a lump of clay, but then squeeze it pretty much in the shape I need anyway, just to make it easier. Why not get the clay started before working with the tools? So then I take the rolling pin, and I'm going to roll it out. Whenever I roll out a slab or anything with a rolling pin, I always start in the middle, roll away, and lift at the edge. Start in the middle, roll back, lift at the edge, and continually, every time I've rolled it, you want to flip it over and loosen it from the canvas to keep it from sticking. If the clay sticks to the canvas, you end up creating hills and valleys. If you start from one end to the other, you end up creating hills and valleys. So the best is to start from the middle and roll out and loosen your clay every couple of rolls to make sure that your clay is stretching nice and evenly. Then you can eye it up or cut a little paper strip as a pattern, because all this is a very clean, straight edge into a strip of clay. But if you're nervous about doing that, you can just trace something simple and straight that you already have, like a ruler. I use a needle tool to cut through the clay. If you don't have a needle tool, you can use an extended paper clip that you might even attach a paper clip to the end of a pencil and open up the one end and use that as your cutting tool. I'm going to get rid of my scraps here. And I always pat the edges down with the end of my finger, because you don't want sharp edges, because that actually could cut you. Another thing you can do is take a squeezed out damp sponge and rub the edges smooth. So I'm going to flip it over and smooth this side as well. So now I've got it in the shape that I want it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it kind of like a raindrop shape in front of me, and I'm going to pinch the very middle that's right in front of me. Just kind of pinch it, pinch it, pinch it. Then take the ends and bring them down to create a nice heart shape. So you see that, and I just have to attach the edges together. So I'm going to use my wire brush and some watered down clay to rough up my edges here. We score and slip with a wire brush. This is a wire tool that has many wire ends on it, and I wet it to make it gooey, and then all those scratch marks and all that moisture will get pushed together, and that actually seals the clay together very nicely. Smooth it out. And then if you're doing this at home, you decide what you want to put inside. Some of my students put a teddy bear down in the middle, or a puppy, or a kitty, or a flower. A very simple shape that you can do is a flower like the one I have right here. So I'm going to show you what that is. I'll take a little coil of clay, roll it out across the canvas, and I can even take a little rolling pin to flatten it, or you can flatten it with your fingers. And then I take the strip of clay and just start pinching it together at the bottom, but leaving the top kind of loose. And I'm purposely putting little lines in it, and it's kind of puckering it together into the shape of a blossom. And you can just stop whenever you feel like your flower is big enough. There. I like the little fingernail marks that I'm making because it gives it a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to score and slip that in. Scratch a bit there, and scratch a little on the inside here. The scoring and slipping really attaches it more securely than to just press it together. And then I'll use some of this clay to make some leaves. I roll it. I always roll the clay around in my hands first to get rid of the excess bumps. And then I go back and forth at an angle to shape that little teardrop shape and then flatten it. And you get a sweet little leaf shape. Any tool, a paper clip end or a needle tool can be used to make the veins in the leaves. I'll do it again. Roll it around, make my little peak, flatten it out. And I just use the straight of the needle tool to make nice straight veins, I mean. And we'll place them in appropriately and scratch and wet them. You could also have fun making swirls, little hearts. This could be decorated. This is such a simple project to do. It's very sweet, kind of quick and easy. And when it's dry and holds its own shape, it can rest on its side like this. Or if you prefer, you can poke a hole through the middle of the top and put a bead and a knotted wire and have it hang from your window. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.